So, Zeus was buffed recently, and he got movement and attack speed on his shield toss, and we're going to be making a build that brings out his 3-shot potential. And we're still going to build to be safe, because in most situations, you're going to have an assassin or warrior build like runic shield, or not even build runic shield. They're just going to jump on you and 2-shot you before you can 3-shot them, right? But yeah, if they build runic shield, they can out-damage you before you out-damage them, and they're going to win that 1v1. So what you want to do is build somewhat tanky, some HP stats, some extra stats without mitigating your damage too much, okay? For this build, I'm going to be going into a high damage build, some effective health and defensive stats. The second build is going to be an attack speed build with mannequins, and it's pretty fun, but it does take a while to get online. So you're going to start with Tainted Steel, and I like building it because I don't always like building Divine Ruin when there's a lifesteal or a healer, and it gives me defensive stats, which you're going to need on Zeus, and it still gives him a lot of power, so you might as well build it. You could go for Sands of Time if you want more cooldown and you don't want to build Chronos Pendant, which we're going to get into, but that's up to you. I think Tainted Steel is going to be a nice closing item upgrade for Zeus for late game. After Tainted Steel, I like building a Tiny Trinket to start the game. So you want to go Tainted and Tiny Trinket, and then buy a relic and leave the base. After returning from base for the first time or even second time, you want to finish that Tiny Trinket into Soul Gem. So your first item, or I guess your second item, is going to be Soul Gem. Now after that, you could go into Chronos Pendant if you really want more cooldown, or you can even go Staff of Mirrodin. But yeah, you could go Chronos Pendant and then Charon's Coin, Spear of Magus, Rod of Tahuti. Or you could do the regular build that I'm going to be giving you guys, which is Soul Gem into Charon's Coin, so you get the penetration and the movement speed, into Spear of Magus, then Rod of Tahuti. And then fifth item, you could go into Tyrannical Plate Helm or Chronos Pendant. So if you want more cooldown, go into Chronos Pendant or even Staff of Mirrodin. Staff of Mirrodin is going to give you max penetration. That extra 10% is going to make you shred anyone, even tanks. And it still gives you a lot of cooldown when you use your ultimate. Tyrannical Playham obviously is going to make you survive a little bit more with Tainted Breastplate, because at this point of the game you're going to get dove quite hard. It gives you a lot of power, gives you CCR, which is probably the most important stat, and HP as well. So that's up to you. Fifth item is completely optional, up to you. Then finish the build by upgrading your Tainted Steel into Tainted Breastplate, or if you want Sands of Time, you could go Tyrannical Plate Helm as your fifth item into a Pendulum, or the alternative timeline if you want more cooldowns and protections. For the attack speed build, I'm going to leave it at the end for you guys. It's basically going over some of the Freya build options and the Sol build options, like the rings and the Mannequin Scepter. Pretty straightforward build. But yeah, you guys can check that out at the end. If you guys did enjoy the video and enjoy the build, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And thank you guys so much for watching.